the Comic DF.
What is up, besties? It is your girl, the Karmic DF, back to you again with another video, and this time we are taking a look at why Wendy Williams really went to rehab. Why did she just disappear off the face of the earth? What is going on with her? It's suspicious, y'all. It's suspicious. I also pulled cards in the second half to get a little backstory on her and P. Diddy, because there are allegations that he could be the reason she's gone. In any way, whatever. This reading is messy, y'all. It's toxic. You're gonna love it. So, as always, if you enjoy these readings, please give it a like. It really does support my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to everyone who sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's such a free and easy way to support my page. But as always, if you guys can help, per usual, fill in the gaps for me. Your girl likes to go in blind, and I'm usually left a little bit confused. Also, the second part in which I covered P. Diddy, his energy is just so dark and negative that I couldn't stay in it very long. It was a lot like the last P. Diddy reading I read. It made me feel sick. So to anybody that reads cards, I highly recommend not getting in his energy unless you're in a really good frame of mind. But as always, these readings are alleged and for entertainment purposes only, mama. No facts here, okay? Just opinions from floating hands on the internet. But as always, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are down below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, all the links are down below. But without further ado, let's get some messy, toxic gossip. And let's get into it. All right, besties. So we are going to take a look at what is going on with Wendy Williams and this whole conservatorship thing. Is she okay? What do we need to know about this? And then we will take a look at the whole P. Diddy drama that happened between them as well. See if there's any what is the word? Interlap? I know I'm butchering that. Sorry, channel, no talkie. Yeah, I can't explain to you how hard it is sometimes to try and talk when you're mid-channel. It's like the brain just stops working. It's really weird. Anyway, we're going to look all legend for entertainment purposes only. What is going on with Wendy Williams, this conservatorship, this whole totally in rehab or whatever. Let's take a look. Spirit team, please tap me into the energy. I do think she actually does have an addiction problem. I do feel that that's true, because I see a lot of people use that as a scapegoat to put people in bad positions. That being said, I do feel like, I do think she needs rehab, but I also feel like she's got a lot of trauma from the industry. So like, you know, I don't know. Let's pull the cards. I don't want to put opinions out here. Starting over. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know. Can you guys let me know in the comments why this happened? Does anybody keep up with this? Because this almost feels like trusting the wrong people with my secrets, if I'm going to be real with you. So, and I'm being drawn to the ex-husband. So, like, maybe she confided in the wrong people about some trauma that she was going through, because I'm being drawn to Britney Spears and her conservatorship. But it's like, I'm being drawn with the star card, and I'm being drawn to my clear quartz. It's like, she does want to start over. She does want to get better. But I almost feel like, because I almost see her getting whisked away, and it's like, no, 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 no. So, like, I don't think that this is obviously what she wanted. Especially 9 cups in the reverse. I think that she confided in someone, because I'm almost being drawn to like text messages. And this would be like, I screwed myself. Bad timing. So are people trying to... Okay, this could go with the conspiracy of P. Diddy trying to shut her up. It could, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes, only no facts here. Because I almost see her like telling the wrong people my vulnerabilities. Like I'm struggling, but like notice this little devil. It just feels like this was a perfect opportunity for other people. So can y'all let me know backstory here? Because again, I'm going in blind. This feels like someone took advantage of her vulnerabilities. I think she was struggling. I think she was going through something. I think that she reached out to the wrong person, and it was like, boom, we got you. And it's like, now I'm seeing like someone in like a straitjacket. So like, who did she tell her shit to? Because this feels like I'm confiding in the wrong people. I shouldn't have told you that. I should have known that you were going to do me like that. I'm hearing like get got. Like, I know that's was a little, but I'm hearing like got, what is that? I don't know what that saying is. I'm butchering it. I keep being drawn. I feel like it's the X. I keep being drawn to this. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to get demonetized. But I feel like she told a man and they took this as a prime opportunity. But it almost feels like it backfired. So this feels like it could be the ex-husband. But if it's not the ex-husband, it could be Diddy. I feel like she confided in the wrong people. And she was like, I'm going through some shit. Like, I'm having trouble. I'm struggling. I want to start over. I want to be in a better place. Like, I see where my life's going. I don't like the direction it's heading in. I need help. Like, that's what it, yeah, because I'm hearing, help, I need somebody, help. What is that, the Beatles or something? I don't know. But anyway, whoever she communicated with saw this as an opportunity to get her locked up. So I don't know what the conspiracies are, but someone definitely, she had someone in her back pocket that didn't have her best interest at heart, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I think it could be the ex. Someone that she's detached from. That much I could tell you. It's someone that she had some form of a relationship with that she has since detached from, someone that she might have denounced. So it could be the ex-husband, but it could still be like Diddy, because remember they like worked it out, which kind of, you know, we'll check that out. But it feels like somebody that was mad because of the disconnect between them took advantage of it by getting her locked up. It's like, haha, you know what I mean? Like that's the vibe of this. I don't feel that she needed to get whisked away in the way that it happened. Like the whole, I believe they say she's in a conservatorship. I don't think she's that bad, honestly. Like, I'm being drawn to how I was an alcoholic, and, you know, a guardianship would not be what I needed. It would just, you know, like rehab or, you know, a week in a psych ward, whatever. It doesn't feel like it needs to be as severe as it is right now. Someone is benefiting from her being locked up, and I'm not sure who it is. It's someone that she didn't trust, and I almost hear like I knew. It's a man. I told you that much. I almost hear her going like, I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust you. I knew I should have been more mindful about this. It's just like I just keep hearing her voice in my head. I knew it. I knew it. Like I think she intuitively. Oh, she is a Cancer, so that's not really shocking. I think she intuitively knew that this person was no good, but she was in a dark place. And when you're in a dark place, you have a tendency to tell your secrets to just everybody, because I almost see her like word vomiting because she was struggling. And this guy was like, no, I got your back. Like, yeah, like, I'm going to help you. So do we know who put her into this rehab, or did she just suddenly get whisked away? Because, like, I don't know the full story, but it just feels like someone... Could it be the ex-husband? I think his name's Kevin. I don't know his sign. I didn't think he was going to show up, to be honest. But it just feels like someone who she confided in, that she kind of had an inkling about, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like he was very methodical and very manipulative and smart with their words. It's giving like Aquarius energy, if I'm being honest. Just like tactful is what I'm hearing. Someone around her was like a double, is what I'm hearing. It's like I'm playing both sides. I don't know what that means. So this could border on conspiracy. I'm not sure. But it just feels like it was someone that also had some sort of power, maybe power over her, or it could be someone in the industry. It could. But it just feels like someone that she has spoken out on, that she has disconnected herself from, that she didn't like, but because she was in a vulnerable place, for some reason she felt like either maybe she was drunk when she had the conversation with this person. I don't feel like she was in her right mind when she talked to this person. I almost feel it as a moment of weakness, so it really could be her ex-husband, because it just feels like a moment of weakness. I'm opening up to somebody. If I was of sound mind in this moment, I wouldn't have told them everything. You know what I mean? It's like I have word vomit. I feel like whoever this was, she spoke to them when she was under the influence. So, yeah, because I'm being drawn obsidian, which is like to avoid negativity. So I feel like this person, whoever it is, they're very toxic. They're very calculated. It's definitely giving the energy of Aquarius. Whoever this is, they feel like they have Aquarius placements, because it's like, I know this energy, because it's like, I know how to talk a good game to manipulate things in my favor. So, and it's not, I don't feel like it's Diddy when it's the King of Swords. It doesn't feel like Diddy. It feels like someone else. Unless Diddy had strings, and maybe that's where this mask comes in. Like maybe he's a friend of Diddy. It could be that, I guess. You run with it if you want. I'm not necessarily feeling that. It feels more like
they're in my circle. Like I'm Wendy, they're in my circle, but it feels like I've ostracized them is what I'm hearing. So again, is it the ex-husband? Do we know with the Hierophant? It's kind of hard to think that it's not the ex-husband. But it's just like, I told you my vulnerabilities and you used it to silence me. That's what this is about. This is about shutting her up. I feel like because of what's going down right now with everybody, and not just Diddy, definitely Diddy as well, but I almost feel like, did Wendy have a tendency to out other people, not just Diddy? Like, is there more people that she's spoken out on? Like, is she somebody who's like, who talks on the industry? Because that's kind of the vibe of this. Like I know that in and out, I'm being drawn to Katt Williams. Like, I feel like, yeah, because I'm hearing the song, I Got Friends in Low Places. I feel like she knew a lot of secrets from a lot of people that matter in this industry, but like during the times when people kept their mouth shut. And I feel like Wendy's not the type to keep her mouth shut, which is kind of shocking because she's a Cancer. So what's her moon sign? Does she have like a fire moon or, I don't know. I can't tell, but Cancer is really weird. I don't know. Does she have any fire placements? Because it almost feels like maybe Aries energy. I don't feel so much Sag because it almost feels like I have an axe to grind with the things that are at play here. I feel like she's a truther. I know this sounds nuts, but I feel like she's a truther. I feel like she's another one of those people that gets set up because she wants to tell the truth. I don't know her full story. Y'all let me know in the comments, but I feel like she's got secrets on everybody. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song Secret by Maroon 5. I got a secret. Oh, can't you keep it? Oh, no, you can't. So I feel like she's gotten multiple threats. I don't feel like this is just a Diddy thing. I feel like because she's in the industry, I feel like she's one of those people that knows what goes on in the industry, but she don't want to keep quiet about it. She wants to, yeah, because I'm hearing Miley Cyrus, I Can't Be Tamed. So I feel like okay, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Now I'm getting it. Okay. I don't know who initially pulled the trigger on this, but what I'm feeling is Wendy was the type of person that was going to tell people shit. And now that things are coming out, it's more of like an I told you so. So I think that she would have ratted is what I'm hearing. I think she would have told on more people now that things are coming to light. Because I almost see her like, if she didn't get locked up the way that she did. I almost see her like going on podcasts and be like, yo, I've been saying this since back in 1995. And not only Diddy, but I also knew about this guy. And I've been telling this shit for a minute. And like, this dude is also doing some F shit. And this guy. And I feel like she's a name dropper, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. And the industry does not like that, obviously. And so I don't mean to be conspiracy, y'all, but I got to say what I'm seeing. I feel like this was to shut her up. I don't feel like this was at all about her wellness. I do feel like she leaned on shit because of the things that were going on around her. And, you know, it's really easy in general, coming from experience, to lean on alcohol to not deal with your emotions. Yeah, because I'm being drawn on my clear quartz. It's like, I feel like, yeah, because I'm hearing cleaning out my closet and I'm seeing like skeletons in a closet. I feel like she's the type of, her moral compass is a lot better than most. And I think this is why she has an addict tendency. It's like the shit that I know. Because I almost see like a book. So like, was she thinking about writing a book? Because it's almost like my experiences in the industry, what I've learned, things that have happened. I feel like she's known some shit that she wants to bring out to the public. It feels like she's been manipulated. That being said, how far up she is, I do think she's made some, like, because I'm seeing, like, sketchy deals and shit like that. So I do feel like she's definitely done some things in the past. So it's almost like I'm trying to right my wrongs. Like, maybe early on in the industry, she said yes to a lot of things. And then it's like I'm looking under the rug and I'm seeing what that came with and who these people really are. And now it's like I want to out them for what they really are because I never saw it coming. And it's very much like not just P. Diddy. There's more people. It's not just him. Yeah, judgment. It's like awakening. Burden not worth I'm telling you, she has secrets that she wanted to tell. But I think she was threatened. I think that she's gotten death threats. I think she was threatened. In my personal opinion, no facts here. I feel like she wanted to, because I'm hearing like Hillary Duff, I'm coming clean. You know what? This is giving me the energy of like all these celebrities that are suddenly like finding God out of nowhere. Like they've never been religious before and now they're like finding God. It's very much that. It's like, I can't deal with, I feel like this is why she's been an addict. I feel like this is why she's been doing some unhealthy coping mechanisms. It's because the secrets that she has. I feel, because I'm being drawn to like how she was like a radio host. I feel like she found out a lot more shit than just Diddy. It's not just Diddy. She knows a lot of stuff. I'm being drawn to, like I've said, like, why do we have record labels called Murder Inc? You know what I mean? Like, I think she's got shit on rappers for sure. Other rappers. It's not just Diddy. It's other guys. And again, I'm being drawn to, I forget which reading it was. If I remember, I'll try to link it. But I'm being drawn to the symbol of like swingers, where it's like you put a watch in a bowl and then whoever picks it, you sleep with. I think she knew a lot of shit that like kept her, like I see her like not being able to sleep at night. And it's like, I gotta tell this shit. I keep hearing that song, Hillary Duff, I'm Coming Clean, and cleaning out my closet. I think she might have wanted to write a book, go on podcasts. It feels like I want to tell my story. It's Katt Williams all over again, y'all. That's probably where the watches were. So if you want to watch my Katt Williams interview reading, it's a lot like this. I feel like now that everybody else is talking, it's like finally I can talk too. And I feel like they silenced her, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. They knew she was going to start telling her story. She has a lot more to say. I would not be shocked if when she comes out of this, all of a sudden she's very hush-hush and not speaking on things. It almost feels like this was a punishment, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, mama. That being said, I feel like they're silencing her. Yep, can't walk away. I feel like they were like, why can't you just move on? Why do you have to tell everything? Why you got to cause problems? Why can't you just... It's like the industry has its own, like, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. I'm seeing the monkeys in my mind's eye. And for some reason, she just... I mean, good. But for some reason, she just isn't the type that can keep those secrets. You know what I mean? I'm concerned because I feel like people are out to get her. She's not crazy, y'all. She's acting crazy because she knows. It's giving freedom fighter, truther, Katt Williams. You know what I mean? Like, she cannot move on from the things that she knows. It eats her up at night. Like I almost see her like lying in bed. Like, I can't believe I know all this shit. I can't believe this is how the industry goes down. I need to tell my story. I need to share what it is I know. I'm seeing everybody coming out the past few years and telling their stories. I want to out everybody. Like, that's how this feels. And I feel like she had somebody that she thought she could trust. But it was like something in her intuitively was like, I don't know that I should trust you. But in a moment of weakness, I think she kind of like, maybe, I feel like she was drunk when she had this conversation. She was under the influence when she was talking to whoever this person was. She was under the influence. That's why, because I almost see her like beating herself up like, oh my God, like I wouldn't have done that if I was of sound mind. So whoever she spoke to, like I almost see them with like a Jekyll and Hyde face. Like, yeah, I got your back, of course. But in reality, it's like I'm like, I almost see like a burner phone. I feel like it's more metaphorical, but you never know these days. But I almost see like a burner phone, like her talking to a dude. I can't see the face. Her talking to a dude. And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, you're going through it. Okay, yeah. And then I see him when she's not looking, like texting someone and being like, she's going to tell. And listen, I know this is so conspiracy, but I feel like they got her before she could tell her story. What do we know why the Wendy Williams show isn't on anymore? Because it almost feels like they've been trying to do this for a while. Like, we're going to silence her because we can't trust her not to tell. That's what this is really about. She didn't get put in rehab in another country because they're worried about her mental health or her addiction. No, it's because she's got a lot of secrets. Yeah, and I'm hearing the song, got a lot of enemies. There are people after her. This chick is not crazy. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes, only no facts here. She knows shit. Like, I see receipts in my mind's eye. It's like she's got the proof, y'all. It's not just like just stories. I feel like people have talked to her. Like, I almost see like blind items, but more like for her. Like, people have told her stuff. Like, oh, you're on the radio, like you're on television, like I'm going to tell you the secret, get it out there for me. I feel like people went to her to, like, she saw shit that she didn't approve of. People went to her and told her shit because she had the ability to tell. I feel like people knew that she didn't like this stuff. I don't feel like, listen, to conspiracy theorists, I don't, even if, you know, it can go to the depths of like MK Ultra, I don't know. I just feel like she is not the type of her moral compass does not allow for nasty, messed up ish. You know what I'm saying? And she knew a lot of stuff on a lot of people. That being said, when she comes back on the scene, I don't know that she'll necessarily talk about it. She might talk about Diddy because he's already in trouble, but I don't know that she would tell these other stories because I feel like every time she tries to, that's when all of a sudden she's in the media for being crazy. All of a sudden she's in the media for having a, you know, mental health breakdown. It's not just that. There's more to this story. Like, this feels metaphorical, but I literally see her with a hand on a Bible going, I swear to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This woman wants to tell on people. She knows stuff. She's been in the industry. She knows stuff, and now this shit's coming out. It's like, I want to expose too. That's why that's why she's gone. You had a moment of weakness. Independence. Yeah, it's like maybe I can slowly put stuff out there so that I can feel better about it. I can remove myself from this group. I feel like she might have been friends with some of these people and then found out, which is like, oh my God, like I'm connected to these people because I'm almost being drawn to the interview where she has P. Diddy on the show and like apologizes. Like I don't know that I'm gonna need to pull separate cards because I feel like, again, that was a strategy move from P. Diddy allegedly. I feel like these people have, it's Britney Spears again. Britney Spears, dude, there are so many people in this industry that have the same issue as Britney, but it's just not on display the way Britney is because Britney is so loved. But that being said, she's not broken. She doesn't need to be locked up somewhere. It's because she knows shit. Like, I almost see this as like, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's usually like slow, consistent growth. But sometimes I also see this as like slowly divulging information. It's like I have a little information. I'm going to drip that here, going to drip that there. I'm going to make people start to think, make them question everything. She wanted to find her happiness by exposing things. Also, I'm being drawn to the little kid on the sun. Y'all, if you know, you know. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm being drawn to like P. Diddy, Justin Bieber. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to move forward with that one. Yeah, I think people have tried every avenue to silence her. And then when all else fails, it's like, then we'll get her. So I feel like they've tried to pay her off. I feel like she's been hit with NDAs. I feel like she's been hit with like cease and desist is what I'm hearing. I don't even know how that works. But I'm hearing cease and desist. So I don't know. I can't think when I'm channeling. So y'all let me know. Or I'll remember when I watch this myself. But yeah, it's like people have tried every avenue of, because I'm seeing like a metaphor of like people throwing shit to the wall to see what sticks. I think they tried the nice stuff and then it was like she couldn't live with the shit that she knew. And so, yeah. Yeah, this is about connections with other people. She wanted to speak out. That's what this is about. She wanted to speak out on the shit she knew. The parties I've been to, the people I've been around. You don't know what goes on in these parties. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. She wanted to tell. Literally, yeah. But she was silenced. Queen of Swords in reverse. Abuse of power. Y'all, put your tinfoil hats on. This chick was going to expose people. That's why she got locked up, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. What's the back deck energy? Yeah, it's people that she worked with. It's people that she knew was up to no good, because I keep hearing the song, you're no good, baby, you're no good. She gives freedom fighter vibes. I'm not going to lie to y'all. She really does. But I feel like she had people that pretended to be on her side, but in reality, with the Page of Pentacles, or Page of Cups, I'm sorry. With the Page of Cups, it's like, no, they were lying. They were lying. They didn't have her best interest at heart. They are going to paint her out as reckless. They're going to paint her out as just, you know, unhinged, mentally ill, incapable. No, she knows a lot of shit. That's the problem. Anything else? Yep, unpleasant memories from the past. I feel like someone of high power and status knew she was going to speak. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, Don't Speak. I know just what you're saying. Don't tell me because it hurts. She got screwed over by someone she either cared about or used to care about. But these are people in power. They got friends in low places, is what I'm hearing. They knew she was going to speak, and so they silenced her. She's not in rehab for mental health issues or addiction issues, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here. But that being said, let's take a look at her dynamic with P. Diddy, and then we'll call it. All right, so we're going to take a look at Wendy Williams and Diddy, any information that we can know that'll help kind of like make us understand what was going on. I feel like he's been after her forever, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Because the radio thing was decades ago, right? I feel like he's been silencing her forever. I feel like he's one of many, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, let's take a look at what's really going on with Wendy, or the history of Wendy and Diddy. I'm very confused in this energy. As always, if you guys enjoy these readings, please give it a like. It does support my channel. Thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. That's an easy and free way to support my channel. And subscribe if you haven't already. But allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, no facts here. What's up with P. Diddy and the... oh, no. Son of a... He has been watching and silencing her for decades. Decades. Like, I'm being drawn again to how, like, he was put on her Wendy Williams show and they had, like, an apology in public. Yeah, no, that was set up. That was him regaining his control. I feel like he was threatening her, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. I feel like he knew that she was going to continue to tell his secrets and other people's secrets. I also feel like... Spirit? What? I just keep hearing the song, I Got Friends in Low Places. He's been after her forever. She knew more shit than what she's even told. Like, I feel like... Because I almost see her, like, dropping little Easter eggs. Because I'm being drawn to how, like, Britney Spears, like, everybody thinks that her Instagram... captions are weird, but in reality she's trying to get you to pick up on subtleties, and it's like the people that get it, and the people that don't are going to think she's crazy. I feel like Wendy was kind of trying to do something similar, where it's like, I'm going to have you look at the dynamic of Cassie and P. Diddy, but I want you guys to figure it out on your own. Because with the Three of Wands, I'm being drawn to, like, other people that are involved, and this feels like a negative energy when I touch it. So it's like, I want you to look at his behavior. I want you to look at what he's doing. I want you to look at how he behaves. But it's like every time she even brought him up, he shut her down. So if there isn't proof of him getting her fired from the radio station, I do believe that's true, allegedly, and per my own opinion. Because I feel like he's almost like, why can't you play the game like everybody else? Like with this Four of Cups, it feels like, why can't you just accept this bribe? Why can't you just be happy with keeping quiet? Why do you got to tell everybody secrets? Don't you know how this industry works? Don't you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to stay silent. If you don't act right, I'm going to make you act right. And so I feel like very early on she felt defeated, because it was just like, no matter what I do, these people always come for me. Again, she's giving very much freedom fighter energy. I can't get freedom fighter out of my head. So I don't know Wendy Williams' full story here, but like I'm being drawn to, like, I don't want to say any names because I'd have to do readings on them separately, but like I'm being drawn to people that we believe were silenced, and so they had, you know, suspicious deaths. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave it at that. Like, you know, Marilyn Monroe, Princess Diana, you know, that type of vibe where it's like, they were trying to be good, but then all of a sudden something happens. You know what I mean? I feel like Wendy was one of those people that was just like, I'm not going to keep this information quiet. And Diddy knew that. So it was like, I need to get on top of things. I feel like the Wendy Williams episode where they're talking and they're cool, that was completely orchestrated by him. She didn't want to do that, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Introspect. Yeah, it's like he tried to throw money at her, and when that didn't work, it's like, I'm going to silence you. Yeah, this creative project. We're going to go on. If you're not going to take my bribes, I'm going to shut you up. So what do you want to do? All right, let me put me on the show. We're going to silence this once and for all. Because I'm being drawn to how when they broke up, Cassie and Diddy, and like, he was trying to get her attention online, and she's like, y'all need to have that conversation in private. I feel like they had a conversation in private, because he was like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to shut you up. And so then she's like, fine, I'll have you on my show. We'll denounce it. We'll pretend we're good. I feel like this woman has been threatened for decades by multiple people. It's not just Diddy, allegedly. Yep, friction. She had the receipts, y'all. I feel like he might have taken them too. I don't know how deep this goes, but I feel like a lot of people came to her and told their stories. It's not just this one event with Cassie and everything. She had dirt on people. And I feel like he just, every time it's like silencing you. Shut up. You're either going to take this bribe, or you're going to pretend that we're good on the outside, or I'm going to shut you up. Bro, this feels literal. Like if all else fails, we're going to go this route. I'm going to just, yeah. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, he's been trying to silence her for decades. This is not new. I mean, the radio show apparently was in like 1997 or something, but she had receipts. It's not just that pulling pants down picture or whatever. There's more. She knew a lot of shit. She had people that would go to her that would give her receipts. It's not just that one event. There's multiple events. And it's like when all else, he threw money at it. He throws money at everybody and everything, but when all else fails, that's the route he goes to. So I feel like because she was threatened to that extreme, that's why it went to, all right, fine, whatever, do your dirt, someone else will catch you. I'm not really trying to risk my life. I almost hear like my kids, like I got to worry about my kids. She have kids? I think she does, right? I don't know. I don't remember. But it almost feels like got to protect my kids, got to protect. You know what I mean? I just keep hearing like got to protect. So maybe, Paige is also children. He might have also allegedly threatened her. Because, I mean, what a better way to go after somebody than threaten their children, something they love more than anything else, right? So, she's been getting this from all angles. It's not even just him. There are other people. Yeah, throw money at it. Yeah, I feel like that the time that he went on the show and they made good, that was just him fixing things. Because he threatened her, allegedly. Because this is like, I'm not letting this fall apart. Over my dead body is what I'm hearing. I'm not letting this fall apart. So this is your option and you're going to take it, or I'm going to give you an option. You're not. Yeah, because I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse. This guy is like mafia level. Oh my God. Is he going to jail? I hope he is, allegedly. I feel like he's threatened her family. Here he is. Yeah, it's like if you don't slow down, if you don't shut up, if you don't pretend to work with me, you're going to get got. That's the vibe. You're going to get got. Yep, heartbreak. Because what people aren't seeing, that's the fandom. Burden. Yep. He's threatened her over the years. This has been a many times thing. This is not new. This is what's not seen in the public eye. Heartbreak, a burden. There he is. Literally. That's everything I just said. He's been controlling a lot of people for a lot of years, y'all. He's a billionaire. He could throw money at anything, right? So I feel like with her moral compass, money wasn't enough, and she's got her own money, you know what I mean? So he went the nasty route when all else failed. Yep, throw money at it. She was terrified of him. She was terrified of him. Yeah, and it's like, you know what? We'll start over fresh. Fine. It's not worth it. Not for my family's sake. Not for... She has kids? I feel like she has kids because this feels like trying to save my family, trying to make sure everybody's safe, whatever. Like, it's like I stepped in shit and I can't let this happen. You know what I mean? I feel like she was afraid. She was terrified of him. It's like, oh my God. I feel like he threatened her family allegedly and for entertainment purposes, only no facts here, but I can't escape that. And so it's like, fine. We'll just wash it under the rug. Someone else will get you. I'm not willing to do this. I've already planted the seeds. I hope people pick it up. If they don't, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because, like, if you guys decide to go look at the interview of her with Diddy. It feels very... If you can feel energy, you'll see it. It feels tense. It feels forced. Like, because it was a whole... I'm seeing, like, SNL skits. It's like it was a skit. It was not to clear the air. It was to not endanger my family is what I'm hearing. She feels like she won in the end, though. I'll tell you that much. I think that's why, again, going back to the first part that I pulled, that's why they silenced her, because it's like, shit's coming out. You're not gonna... Because, like, look at how she's looking at the devil, and that's, like, not good shit. Like, the dark... It gets darker, but, like, usually, you know, if I'm reading a client, then it would be like, you know, you have a relationship that's toxic, but this can get really dark when you're talking conspiracy. And I'm also being drawn to, like... Ugh... It's reminding me of, like, Lil Nas and how he does that weird satanic shit. Allegedly, I'm being drawn to that, too. So I feel like she knew some shit, and she wanted to tell, and he was not going to have it. Like, I'm being drawn to, like, Because I'm hearing the song, I'll keep you my dirty little secret. And it's like she felt like she lost back then. But I think, I almost see her like in a rehab watching a TV and being like, yes, finally. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song by Cece, oh, frick, what's her last name? Begins with a P. Penston or something like that, where it's like, finally it happened to me right in front of my face. So it's almost like, yes, finally. You're exposed. You're being exposed for the trash you are. Like, she's been trying to do this forever. She feels like a truther. Yeah, because justice wasn't served. But it's only a matter of time before it happens, because what is in the dark must come to light. That's the vibe of this. He's been after her forever. Okay, the King of Swords came up when I was asking about the rehab thing. So maybe whoever it was in his pockets. I don't know. What's hidden? Yeah, he's been trying to get her for a hot minute. She felt like a victim of circumstance. There was nothing she could do. Giving you an offer. Again, family in reverse. If you don't, sit quiet. Yeah, I'm hearing sit still, look pretty. If you don't, take this offer. Family in the reverse. This guy's so cold and calculated. This energy, honestly, is making me sick a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Back deck energy. Yep, not working together. That was all a show. I'm using your vulnerabilities. I'm being drawn to an episode of Jane the Virgin where the chick is like, yeah, you use your people's vulnerabilities against them. And for you, it was your mother. That's the vibe of this. It's like, I'm using your vulnerabilities against you. And for you, it's your family. Yeah. And so if you do this, I'll fuck up your career. That doesn't work. I'll hurt your family. That doesn't work. You'll get got with the, because I don't want to say it. When all else fails, you know, all of a sudden your brakes on your car don't work, or, you know, all of a sudden you have a mental health issue and you jump off a cliff. Like, you know what I mean? It's giving the energy of like setting you up. Yeah, she's been wanting to disconnect from him forever. But again, I feel like he's threatened her livelihood, threatened her stability, threatened her family. She had a place where she was just like, you know what, I got to accept that this is what it is. I got to disconnect. I got to let it go because this isn't safe anymore. Yeah, bad internet, fucked up deals involving work, money. He does this with everybody, dude. There are so many people that have been paid off. There are so many people that have been threatened. There are so many people that have NDAs. There are so many people. Like, what we're going to find out compared to what has happened is like Epstein's list. Like, we got, just like I said in the reading, I said we'll probably get like 10 solid names, but we're not going to get the most of it. It's the same vibe. It's like, P. Diddy's going to go down for a few things, but if you, because I'm almost seeing like a, good one, Spirit. Remember the CVS receipts with all those freaking coupons, and it's like you could use that as toilet paper, those memes? Like, I'm seeing that. It's like a list. There's so much more that we don't know, but he's paid off people. He's threatened people. I'm being drawn to movies where like they hide under a fake name because they're terrified. Like, this dude's nasty. Honestly, yeah. I don't want to talk about this anymore because it's so gross that like even my spirit guides are like, careful. She knew about his sexual shit too. She knew about all of it. She knew about these parties that were going on behind closed doors. She knew all of his dirt. I just keep seeing receipts. Magician in reverse, manipulation. Page of Wands, it's giving me internet. Queen of Swords again. Truth. But Empress in reverse. She has kids, right? I'm like 99% sure. He threatened her family. And so she was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to let it go. I got to ignore what it is that I want. Here she is. Even though she's very intuitive, it's like, I can't do this at the expense of my family. So I'm going to have to let go because look at all the possibilities of what he could do to me. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I don't like this energy. I got to get out of it, y'all. I'm sorry. Think of it as what you will. If I can't stay in this energy for too long, that should tell you what type of person Diddy is. I can't even, like, I'm like shaking a little bit because this energy is just so bad. It's so gross. I feel for Wendy. Honestly, pray for her because she's giving the next Britney Spears, if I'm being honest with you. She knows shit and she wants to tell shit and everybody's trying to silence her left, right, and center. There are multiple people that are in on this. It's not just Diddy. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So I'm going to leave it at that so that I could go meditate and But as always, if you enjoyed these, please leave it a like. It really does support my channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, all the links are down below. Stay safe, stay true, stay free. Don't trust what you see on the news. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another.
The Comic